Welcome to 1978. Let's take a look at some of the events and happenings from that year. An Air India B747 explodes near Bombay, killing 213. The Russian Soyuz 27 links with Salyut 6 and Soyuz 26. This is the first time that three spacecrafts have linked in space. NASA selects its first American woman astronauts. Sweden becomes the first nation in the world to ban aerosol sprays, believed to be damaging to the Earth's ozone layer. American billionaire and philanthropist John D. Rockefeller III dies at the age of 71. Hustler publisher Larry Flynt is shot and crippled by a sniper in Georgia. The shooting leaves him with permanent spinal cord damage. Former Pakistani Premier Ali Bhutto is sentenced to death. A Gutenberg Bible is sold in New York City for $2 million. Korean Airlines Flight 007, a Boeing 707 on a flight between New York City and Seoul via Anchorage, is shot down by a Russian Sukhoi Su-15 jet fighter. All 269 people in the flight are killed. The Russians claim that the civilian aircraft was on a spy mission. 61-year-old Aldo Moro, 5 times Prime Minister of Italy, is assassinated by the Marxist-Leninist terrorist organization Red Brigade. Kurt Student, a German Luftwaffe general who fought as a fighter pilot during the First World War and as the commander of German Fallschirmjäger, or paratroopers, during the Second World War, dies at the age of 88. Pope Paul VI dies at the age of 80. Jomo Kenyatta, who served as the first Premier of Kenya from 1963 to 1978, dies aged 83. After serving only 33 days as pontiff, Pope John Paul I dies at the age of 65. France sent troops to the African country of Chad. The South African Defence Force launched Operation Reindeer, an attack on SWAPO bases in Angola. This includes a mechanized attack on 6 bases across the border and an airborne raid by 370 paratroopers at Kasinga. Golda Meir, Israel's Prime Minister from 1969 to 1974, dies in Jerusalem at the age of 80. Margaret Gardner, South Africa, is crowned the 27th Miss Universe. Louise Brown, the world's first test tube baby, is born at Oldham General Hospital in England. Minister of Defence Peter Willem Botha, better known as P.W. Botha, replaces John Foster as Prime Minister of South Africa. Polish Cardinal Karol Wojtyla is elected as Pope and takes the name John Paul II. He is the third Pope in 1978. Ugandan troops attack Tanzania. More than 900 members of the People's Temple, a religious organization led by Jim Jones, die in what they term revolutionary suicide. They drink Kool-Aid laced with cyanide. Leon Spinks beats Muhammad Ali over 15 rounds to win the heavyweight boxing title. The first Ironman triathlon, which consists of swimming, cycling and a marathon, is held in Kona, Hawaii. Swedish Formula One driver Ronnie Peterson receives serious injuries at the Italian Grand Prix at Monza. He is taken to hospital with 7 fractures in one leg and 3 in the other. He dies the following morning of renal failure. Gene Tunney, heavyweight boxing champion from 1926 to 1928, dies aged 80. The 1978 Commonwealth Games are held at Edmonton in Canada. At FIFA's 11th World Cup, Argentina beats the Netherlands 3-1 in the final in Buenos Aires. In a rematch, Muhammad Ali beats Leon Spinks on points over 15 rounds to regain the heavyweight boxing title. In Formula One, Mario Andretti wins the World Driving Championships by 13 points. Garfield, created by Jim Davis, first appears as a comic strip. Popular movies of 1978 include Grease, The Deer Hunter, Halloween, Superman, and Midnight Express. At the 1978 Academy Awards, Annie Hall wins the Oscar for Best Picture. Richard Dreyfuss wins the Oscar for Best Actor in The Goodbye Girl, and Diane Keaton wins the Oscar for Best Actress for Annie Hall. In the Eurovision Song Contest in Paris, France, victory goes to Israel's entry, Abba Nibi, performed by Isar Cohen and the Alpha Beta. Peter Frampton is nearly killed in a car accident in the Bahamas. He suffers multiple broken bones, a concussion, and muscle damage. According to the Billboard Top 100, Shadow Dancing by Andy Gibb is the best-selling single of 1978. Keith Moon, drummer of The Who, dies of a drug overdose at 31. Steve Perry joins Journey. And lastly, Sid Vicious of the Sex Pistols is charged with the murder of his girlfriend. And those were some of the highlights of 1978. Thanks for watching, and remember to share this video and leave a comment, and above all, subscribe to our channel. Thanks, catch you next time.